About the science of... Dear reader, this little book is designed to tell you everything you need to know about the science of getting ahead. Now let us assume you are young, healthy, clear-eyed, and eager, anxious to rise quickly and easily to the top of the business world. You can.
I can.
If you have an education and intelligence and ability, so much the better. But remember that thousands have reached the top without any of these qualities whatsoever. Just have courage and memorize the simple rules in the chapters that follow. If you truly wish to be among the lucky golden few, you can.
I can. How to apply for a job. How to advance from the mailroom. How to sit down at a desk. How to dictate memorandums. How to develop executive style. How to commute in a 3-button suit with that weary executive smile. This book is all that I need. How to succeed. How to observe personnel. How to select whom to lunch with. How to avoid petty friends. How to begin making contacts. How
to choose the right company. Before applying for a job, make sure you have chosen the right company. It is essential that the company be a big one. It should be at least big enough so that nobody knows exactly what anyone else is doing.
Say, Joe, I've got a complaint from our dealers in Cleveland about that last shipment of wickets. They only got half of the wickets and they ordered 300,000.
I know, Mr. Guys, but they ordered 2-tone wickets and we ran out.
Ran out? What is this, a hot dog stand? Look, this is the worldwide wicket company. We're supposed to be the largest, most single producer of wickets in the world.
Now take it easy, Mr. Guides. There was a breakdown in the eastern plant. A breakdown.
Well, get on the ball. I want to keep the Cleveland wicket minded.
Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Matthews, any news about the breakdown?
Oh, I'm feeling much better. Oh, say, did you get my memo? What memo? My memo about memos. We're sending out too many memos and it's got to stop. All right, answer now, memo.
The right company. This book is all that I need. How to succeed. Never mind. Back to work, everybody. You heard me. I said back to work. Excuse me, sir, but I would like to apply for a job. A job? Do you know who I am? No, sir. I am J.B. Biggley, the president of this company. That's who I am. In fact, that's who the hell I am. How dare you come to me for a job? I'm sorry, sir, but Why do you think I have a personnel, man? Why do you think I have a whole damn personnel department? Son, you've bumped into the wrong man. Damn cold blithering ding.
I'm sorry. I know how hard it is to find a job. I've been through that kind of thing myself.
Thank you, miss. You're very kind. Do you know where the personnel office is?
Personnel? It's right there.
Thank you.
You're not discouraged?
Discouraged? I'm prepared for exactly just this sort of thing.
Say, my friend Smitty works in personnel. Maybe she can help you. You wait here.
Oh, miss, really, it's not that... Where do you think you're going? To see the personnel manager, sir.
I'm the personnel manager, and we're not hiring today.
Well, I was just speaking to Mr. Biggley and...
Biggley?
Yes, sir.
J.B. Biggley.
Yes, sir. He told me to see you.
J.B. Biggley himself? You were speaking to him?
Yeah, I just bumped into him, sir.
Is he a friend of yours?
Sir, I don't think a man should trade on friendship to get a job.
Very well put, young man. Well, if you'll step to my office, I can get your particulars. What's your name, young man?
Finch. Pierpont Finch.
Pierpont. Say, maybe that ought to be J. Pierpont Finch.
As a matter of fact, sir, it is.
Good God, Rosemary, you could have at least let me finish my Mentrical. This is important, Smitty. I know you can help him. Where is he? How would I know? Oh, he must have gone into Mr. Bratt's office. Say, go on in there. You're Bratt's secretary. He'll listen to you. But why this frantic urgency? Please, Smitty, we've got to help this boy. But why? Fill me in, girl. Wherefore art this creep different from all other creeps? He's not a creep, Smitty. He has a sort of noble courage. Yet deep down, I feel he's sort of helpless.
Rosemary, your mother instinct is a big drag.
Now that's all settled. Nice to have you aboard, Finch.
Happy to ship out with you, sir.
My secretary will take care of your forms and getting your particulars. Oh, Smitty! This is our new Mr. Finch.
Hello there. My name is Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Finch here is going to be starting out in the mailroom. Glad you don't mind that, Finch.
Sir, in a big pond like this, everyone must start out as a little fish.
Even a barracuda.
Now, Smitty, will you?
11 o'clock? Why?
Because I'm the boss's nephew. Bud! This is Bud from Mr. Biggley's nephew. This is Mr. Finch. He's going to be starting out with you in the mailroom.
Hello, Finch. I'm Bud Frunk, J.B. Biggley's nephew.
How do you do?
Now, Smitty, will you get Mr. Finch's particulars?
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you on our team, Finch.
Oh, happy to be playing with you, sir.
Finch, you ambitious?
Not necessarily.
Good. Just keep that in mind. If you just remember who I am and who you are, we'll get along fine. If not...
You'll go crying to your uncle?
I beg your pardon, I do not go crying to my uncle. It just so happens that my mother is Miss Biggley's sister. If I feel anything is wrong, I phone my mother, she phones Mrs. Biggley, and Mrs. Biggley phones Mr. Biggley. That's the democratic way.
Mr. Finch, a man like you doesn't need to worry about someone like him. Smitty, you're going to get Mr. Finch's particulars.
Oh, yes, particulars. Now, Mr. Finch, the first question.
Have you got a girl?
A girl? No.
Good. That's the correct answer. It's very wise not to have a girl.
I'm glad you understand, Miss Pilkington. Not many women would. You see, when a man wants to rise in the world of business, a girl or an emotional involvement can only lead to getting involved emotionally.
That's very intelligent, Mr. Finch.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, Rosemary, are you through with Mr. Finch?
For the moment.
Fine. Now, if you'll just step into my office, we can get our business done.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Thank you, Miss,
Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
Glad to be playing with you.
Now, Rosemary, you see,
I think he's fascinating.
I've seen a lot of ambitious guys out there, but that one is the eagerest beaver of them all.
New Rochelle.
What?
Or maybe White Plains. No. New Rochelle.
What are you talking about?
New Rochelle.
What about it?
That's the place where the mansion will be. For me and the darling, bright young man I picked out for marrying me. He'll do well, I can tell. So it isn't a moment too soon to plan on my life in New Rochelle, the wife of my darling tycoon.
Oh, honey, you'll be in New Rochelle. Your darling tycoon will be there in that office.
But Smitty,
The future Mrs. Finch is in for some lonely nights.
I'm prepared for exactly that sort of thing. I'll be so happy to keep his dinner warm while he goes onwards and upwards. Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown. I'll be there waiting until his mind is clear, while he looks through me, right through me, waiting to say good evening, dear. I'm pregnant. What's new with you from downtown? Oh, to be loved by a man I respect, to bask in the glow of his perfectly understandable neglect. Oh, to belong in the aura of his frown, darling busy frown. Such heaven wearing the wifely uniform, while he goes onwards and upwards, happy to keep his dinner warm, till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Coffee break! It's about time!
There's no coffee.
No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee.
No coffee!
No coffee.
No coffee! No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee.
No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee. No
No
coffee.
coffee! No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee. My kids take my coffee break. My coffee break. My coffee break. If my kids take my coffee break, something within me dies.
Lies down and something within me dies.
If I can't make 3 daily trips where shining shine benignly drips and takes cardboard between my lips, something within me dies.
Lies down and something within me dies.
No coffee.
No coffee! No coffee! No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee?
That office light doesn't have to be fluorescent. I'll get no pains in my head. That office chair doesn't have to be foam rubber. So if I spread, so I spread. But only one chemical substance gets out the lead.
Like she said, if I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break,
Gone is the sense of enterprise.
all gone and something within me dies. No coffee, 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 no coffee. Ah! I can't take my coffee break.
Gone is the sense of enterprise.
Somewhere I don't metabolize. Something within me.
Coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, something inside me dies.
What's that? Finch, where are you going? What have you got there?
It's the executive mail.
I'll take that. Trying to get in good on the inside, huh? I can't even take a coffee break around here.
But I'm merely trying to do my job.
The executive mail is my job. Finch, if you have any idea of climbing the ladder around here, the view is going to get awfully monotonous. Every time you look up, you'll see the seat of my pants.
That's rotten, rotten, rotten. You know, Pumpkin's just jealous of you. He's trying to keep the other big executives from noticing you.
Oh, thank you, Miss Pilkington. You're very kind.
Please, call me Rosemary.
Oh, okay, Rosemary.
Now, Mr. Finch.
Call me Ponty.
Okay, Ponty. Big executives will notice you. Just be patient.
Patient? Do you realize I've been working here for 1 whole week?
I know, Ponzi. I haven't forgotten. Happy anniversary.
At least you noticed it.
I wish I were an executive. I mean, I'd... Uh-oh. Here comes Judith Anderson.
Huh?
That's Miss Jones, Mr. Biggley's secretary. I better look busy. And you too.
Pardon me, ma'am. You should be wearing this. It goes with your hair.
Young man, you just want me to have this flower? You don't know who I am?
That doesn't matter. What matters is the flowers seem to cry out to be worn by you.
Young man, I'm Miss Jones. Mr. Biggley's secretary?
You can't be. I mean, you just can't be.
Why not?
Well, according to Buttfrum's description of you, you're not. You're not a frightening person.
Thank you.
If it's not out of place for me to say so, Miss Jones, I think you're a very attractive person, no matter what Buttfrum says.
Say, what did you say your name was again?
Finch, ma'am. Finch.
Why is it I haven't seen you around before?
Oh, I don't deliver the executive mail. That's his job. Buttfrum. Frump.
Well, thank you very much, Finch. You're a very interesting young man.
You're welcome, Miss Jones.
Hey, Milt. Where are you? Anybody seen Milt?
Say, Jonesy, I'd like a meeting with the boss around 3.
I'll check on the mill and let you know.
Ah, flowers. You got a new boyfriend, Jonesy?
Actually, this was given to me by a very nice young man. You should get to know him. Finch!
Yes?
Finch, this is Mr. Gatch.
Oh, I know all about Mr. Gatch.
Hello.
Mr. Gatch would be a very fine man for you to know. His department is very important.
Oh, I know all about his department. He's in charge of plans and systems, and interdepartmental evaluation, and pre-promotional promotion. Also, post-administrative research, and multiple development on a multi-level level.
Say, Jonesy, this is a smart one. I didn't know I did all that.
Mr. Gatch, a very fine man. I hear he has an opening in his department.
Yes, he has, but he hasn't been able to fill it. Well, thank you for the flower, young man.
You're welcome, Miss Jones.
Hi, Jonesy.
Miss Jones.
Say, Rosemary.
Finch, quit goofing off. You've got to pick up second delivery.
Right, old buddy boy. Got to go to work now, Rosemary. Thanks for the flower.
Thanks for the flower. You gave my flower to Miss Jones.
Rosemary, surely you won't begrudge an old lady a moment of happiness.
Well, I guess it's important for you to be nice to Miss Jones.
I'm glad you understand, Rosemary. I'll see you.
Well, Rosemary, how are you doing?
Well, I don't know, Smitty. Smitty, what is the opposite of a sex maniac?
A businessman.
Hello? Give me an outside line. No, this call is not personal. I'm calling my mother. Thanks. One of these days when I'm running the show around here, I'll clear out the whole... hello? Mother? Bud. Oh, I know that I left without my sweater, but it's warm. Now look, Mother, I've just found out something important. There's going to be a new head of the mailroom, and I want the job. You've got to call on Gertrude, and... yes, I know I'm next in line, but there's this new fella here that has me worried. Oh, he comes in on time, works hard, he never goofs off, he's polite. You know, a real rat.
Yes, what do you want, Miss Jones?
Mr. Biggley, your wife is calling.
Well, tell her I'm busy. Tell her I'm out. Tell her I'm in a meeting. Damn it, put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Tell me, what's on your mind? I'm busy. Uh-huh. Well, I can't do anything to help Bud there. The head of the mailroom should pick his successor. I can't just switch signals in the middle of a play. It would upset the whole team. If I interfered, that would be nepotism. Nepotism. That's when your nephew is a goddamn fool. Well, I'll see. Miss Jones, haven't I told you that talking to my wife upsets me?
Well, JB, you said to put her on it.
Never mind. I need something to calm my nerves. Where's my, you know?
I put it at the back of your right-hand bottom drawer.
Thanks.
Let's get going, boys.
Mr. Trimble, I've already started sorting.
Finch, as the head of this entire mailroom, I would like to tell you I'm very pleased with your work.
Thank you, Mr. Trimble.
You have an inborn gift for mailroomery.
Mr. Trimble, coming from you, that's a great honor.
Hello, mailroomery. No, mailroom. Just a minute. It's for you, Twimble, Mr. Bratton personnel.
Ah, this may be a very important call for some of us. Hello.
What's the idea?
The idea of what, Bud?
You know, you're trying to butter up Twimble. Well, believe me, it won't do you any good.
Good God, Bud, just because I'm being nice to a man, does that mean I have to have an angle?
If anybody's going to get his job, you know.
Thanks, Mr. Bratt. I got you. Well, boys, it looks like they're going to be promoting old Twimble to the shipping department.
Congratulations.
Who's going to be the new head of the mailroom?
I won't say till it's official, but Mr. Bratt is going to leave the choice to me. Twimble, he said, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization. You've been an outstanding mailroom head, and we want you to choose your successor, and we want you to choose him on merit alone.
That's not fair. I'm going out for a smoke.
Smoke? He's going to call his mother. But it won't do him any good if I have anything to say about it. I have another man in mind for this job.
Mr. Twimble,
Yes.
you've been working for this company for a very long time now.
Long, long time. Just last month I became a quarter of a century man.
That's beautiful. Gee, a quarter of a century.
A quarter of a century?
Now, how long have you been working in the mailroom?
25 years. It's not easy to get a medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, well, I said to myself, now, brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
You play it safe.
I play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I'll stay.
But what is your point
I
of
have no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks...
I think so too.
Now, what would you say?
I wouldn't say.
Your face is a company face.
It smiles at executives, then goes back in place.
The company furniture.
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead.
A Valentine.
Oh, you see, you're
Unemployment.
when they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Man of genius makes suggestions.
Watch that genius get suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
Executive policy is by me okay.
You'll never rise up to the
But
top.
there's one thing clear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
Oh, you certainly found a home.
It's cozy.
Your brain is a company brain.
The company washed it and now I can't complain.
Hey, the company magazine.
Boy, what style, what punch.
The company restaurant.
Every day, same lunch. Their haddock sandwich, it's delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week,
Do you have any hobbies?
I've a hobby. I play gin with Mr. Bratt.
Mr. Bratton, do you Play it nicely.
Play it nicely. Still, he blitzes me in every game like that.
Why?
Cause I play it the company way.
Executive policy
is by us, okay?
How can you get anywhere?
Junior, have no fear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be.
You will still be
Year after year after fiscal.
Never take a risk, oh yeah!
Well, boys, let's get back to work. They may be promoting me, but until then, the mail must go through. Hi, bud. How's your mother?
What mother?
What mother?
Hello, man. Well, Twimble, it's all set. As of today, you're head of shipping. Now, let's talk about your successor.
Say, Brad, have you heard from my uncle today?
No, bud. Well, go ahead, Twimble. Your shoes are going to be hard to fill, but who have you chosen to fill them?
Well, Mr. Rat, I've given your thing a good deal of thought. Pro and con. I think your man is young Finch.
Finch?
I'm going out for a smoke.
Thank you, but I can't accept.
I don't understand.
Are you turning this job down?
Yes, sir. Mr. Trimble, you've been working with me for some time now, and the great thing you've taught me is that, not everybody is as important as everyone else,
So who are you going to recommend for the new job?
Hello? Yes, JB, this is Brat.
It's the big boss.
No, I understand your problem, JB. Well, actually, we had picked someone else for the job, but the young fellow we picked, turned it over to Bud.
I'm going to call my mother and tell her.
Bud is better qualified? No, he doesn't seem to be out of his mind. Well, he was explaining about as you called. Go ahead, Finch.
Well, Mr. Trimble, the great thing you've taught me is that the whole company is more important than one single employee.
He said, the whole company is more important than any one single employee.
The whole team is greater than one single player.
The whole team is greater than one single player.
The whole crew is greater than one oarsman.
The whole crew is greater than one oarsman.
The salad is bigger than one piece of lettuce.
The salad is... What's that? Oh, you can hear him.
The whole omelet is greater than one egg.
Isn't that great, JB? Sort of chokes you up, doesn't it? What, his name? Finch, sir.
F-I-N-C-H.
F-I-N-C-H. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep an eye on him myself. Right, JB. See you later. You got me off the spot with the big boss there.
Glad to help, Mr. Bratt.
I appreciate it.
Ethical behavior, it always pays.
It sure does. Why don't you go take the mail off?
Excuse me, Mr. Gatch.
Gatch.
Yes, I believe I have to take this mail to him.
Gatch?
Yeah, Mr. Gatch.
Gatch! Say, I just remembered something. Mr. Gatch he's looking for a junior executive in his department.
He is.
I'm going to recommend him to you.
Me? A junior executive?
Your thoughtfulness and generosity may have proven to be a very good thing for you, Finch.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bratt.
Now, Finch.
Yes, Mr. Bratt.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, if I
just want to let you know, I called my mother. She was very happy.
Boys and girls, I have an announcement to make. Meet the new head of the mailroom, Bud Frump. Come talk with me, Finch.
Good luck, Bud.
Thank you, Fonzie. Wow. I'm sure wondering why he did this for me.
So am I. I still think my first choice of man was best.
Wait a minute, Twimble. Ponty okayed it.
It's just that.
We'll have no reneging. I was promised the job.
Wait a minute, Bud. I've been with this company a long, long time. A quarter of a century. I just want to make sure things are done the right way.
I know exactly what you mean, Mr. Trimble. From now on, I'll play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I'll stay.
Whatever the company tells him that he'll do.
Whatever my uncle may think, I think so too.
He's beaming with company pride.
I've conquered that over-ambitious rat's inside.
Oh, Bud is no longer the frump he used to be.
I pledge to the company sweet conformity.
Hooray, hooray!
I will someday earn my medal, 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever pin on me.
The front way is the company way. Executive policy is by him okay.
I'll never be president, but there's one thing clear. As long as my uncle can stand me, I will still be here.
We know the company may like or company
I'm
man.
so proud.
And if they choose to, the company may company man.
I'm happy.
But they will never come from the company man. Probably the company, probably the company, probably the company way.
Come on, everybody, it's a celebration. I want to invite all of you to have lunch on me.
Boys and girls, I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch will be taking young Finch into his department as a junior executive.
Wait, just a minute, that lunch is Dutch. In fact, it's canceled. Wait a minute.
Hunt, that's wonderful, wonderful. I told you to be patient.
Thank you, Rosemary. You were right.
You should have someone around all the time to help you think things out.
Maybe I should.
Hunty, I'm always available.
Well, yeah, hopefully one of these days I can go out and share my appreciation
Lunch.
towards you. What?
I said lunch.
What about lunch?
I'd love to.
Love to what?
You said, what about lunch? Gee, I thought you'd never ask me. Let's see, where will we go? Say, I know, there's a little tea room, a very cute place, called the Hungry Tea. I'll get my things and I'll meet you right here.
Oh, no, Rose. I didn't mean what about lunch. I meant what about lunch?
Say, Finch, how's the young junior executive feeling?
Oh, just fine, mister. Just fine, mister.
Say, come on, I'll buy lunch executive fill up on the roof.
Lunch? Me? The executive club?
Well, sure, now that you're junior executive, I can put you in my expense account.
I'll be right there. I'll see you.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Rosemary, seeing you always brightens up my days.
Please, Mr. Catch.
Oh, I've got to stop reading Playboy.
Rosemary, I've got a surprise. Mr. Gatch is taking me to lunch in the executive club.
To lunch?
Yeah. How do I look?
You look fine, Hunty. Just fine. Have a good time.
See you, Rosemary.
Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. But damn it, Gertrude, I haven't got time for this nonsense about Bud. Listen, I know blood is thicker than water, but Bud Frump is thicker than anything. I'll promote him when I'm ready. Now listen to me, Gertrude. The next time Bud complains to his mother and she calls you and you call me, you're all fired! Yes, what do you want, Miss Jones?
There's a young lady who insists on speaking with you, Mr. B. She says it's personal.
What's her name?
She says you'll know.
Oh, well, put her on. Hello. Oh, well, you knew I'd never forget. Just one moment. Miss Jones, get me Brat and personnel right away. Now you be here tomorrow. Fine? Bye. Brat, hello? JB, I'd like you to do me a favor. I want you to find a special place for a young lady. Her father was an old schoolmate of mine at Old Ivy. She's a bright girl, got a good head on her shoulders. Her name's LaRue. Hetty LaRue.
Can I help you, honey?
Scram!
Miss, you don't understand. You see, I'm but from J.B. Biggley's nephew.
Oh, how are you, dear? I'm waiting for Mr. Pride of Personnel. I'm a secretary.
Spotted that the minute you came in.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I'm Bert Bratt, personnel. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, not at all, sir. It is I whom am late.
Not at all.
Oh, yes, really. I was very naughty this morning. I'm still not accustomed to early arisal.
Oh, I understand. Well, if you'll come with me into my office, I can get your... Oh, sorry. This is my secretary, Miss Smith.
How are you, dear?
Fine, dear. Mr. Bratt?
Mr. Bratt?
Yes, Smitty.
I have to go get some new tax withholding blanks.
Yes, you do that, Smitty. Now, Mr. Lou, if you'll come with me in my office, I'll take your particulars.
Oh, 39, 22, 38.
I win the pool.
Boy, isn't she something.
She sure is. Most definitely.
Gentlemen, a moment, please. Say, Brad, I think I need a new secretary.
Yeah, so do I.
Gentlemen! Miss LaRue will be assigned according to normal procedure as soon as her qualifications have been determined. I sure like to determine them. Gentlemen, a secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy. To fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not, a toy. You're absolutely right, Mr. Bratt.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Bratt.
It's a company rule, Mr. Bratt. A secretary is not a toy, no, my boy, not a toy. So do not go jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not.
A toy. A secretary is not to be used for playing therapy.
Be good to the girl, young boy, remember no matter what.
Neurotic trouble your guts. A secretary is not a toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity, a finely sensitive mechanism to serve the office community.
With a mother at home, she supports.
And you'll find nothing like her at FAO Shorts.
A secretary is not a pet, nor any rest or set. It happened to Charlie McCoy, boy, they fired him like a shot. The day the fellow forgot, a secretary is not a toy. secretary is not a toy.
You put her to use. Observe when you put her to use.
That you don't find the name Lionel on her covers.
A secretary is not a thing wound by key, pulls by string. Her pad is to write in and not spend the night in. If that's what you plan to enjoy, no! Secretary is definitely not employed to do a lot. Or you know what, before you jump for joy, remember this, my boy. A secretary is not a tinker toy.
Him, keep your hands where they belong.
So he said, I'm the next line for a raise.
So then I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
He said, I'm the head of sales in the year of the race.
And so I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
I'm dying to see that new production chart.
So, what the hell? I'm having dinner with him.
Jones, you call my wife and tell her that I won't be home for dinner.
Yes, JB. By the way, you left your golf clubs in the office. Tomorrow, Saturday, you're playing with Mr. Wilbur, the chairman of the board.
Well, I'll be staying in town tonight. I'll pick up the clubs in the morning.
By the way, you asked me to remind you of your college alumni association.
Oh, yes. Well, send them the same old check. I get a kick out of thinking of their faces when they get that fat check from old least likely to succeed.
Very well, Mr. B.
Say, JB, you got a phone call in my office? Your wife?
My wife, that. I'll take in your office.
Oh, Miss Jones.
Hello, Ponty. How's the young junior executive?
Oh, doing just fine. Thanks to the great talks I've been getting from you.
I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable.
Oh, they sure have.
Say, would you like to come watch me bowl tonight?
Absolutely. Well, no, I would not, because I have to go to work in the morning and have to get up early.
On a Saturday? No one around here works on a Saturday. You're a very unusual boy. You'll go far.
Oh, thank you, Miss Jones. Coming from you, that's a great honor, because you're Mr. Biggley's secretary, and Mr. Biggley's the man I most want to emulate. He's so capable and thoughtful. I remember him talking about a college he has to, I remember him talking about sending a check to one of his colleges. Harvard, isn't it?
Harvard? Don't ever let JB hear you say that. He's a groundhog.
But where did he go to school?
Old Ivy.
Old Ivy?
Yeah, of course. They're the groundhogs. JB's very proud of his school. Don't work too late.
Oh, thank you, Miss Jones.
Hello, stranger.
Hello, Rosemary. Hi, Smitty.
Hi, Ponty.
Been a long day, hasn't it?
It sure has.
I haven't seen you since you got your new job.
Oh, I've been working pretty hard.
Been a long day.
Yeah.
Say, Rosemary, where are you having dinner tonight?
That depends.
On what?
On where I'm having dinner tonight?
Huh?
Oh. Well, here it is, 5 p.m. The finish of a long day's work. And there they are, both of them. The secretary and the clerk. Not very well acquainted. Not very much to say. But I can hear those two little minds ticking away. Now she's thinking, I wonder if we take the same bus. And he's thinking,
there could be quite a thing between us.
of my career.
And she says, ah, and he says,
Well, it's been a long day.
Well, it's been a long day.
now she's thinking, I wish that he were more of a flirt. And he's thinking,
I guess a little flirting won't hurt.
now she's thinking, for dinner we could meet. And he's thinking,
We both have got to eat.
and she says, achoo! And he says,
Gesundheit.
thank you.
Well, it's been a long day.
Well, it's been a long day.
Hey, there's a yummy Friday special at Stouffer's. It's $1.90 vegetable plate. And at the bottom of the ad, not bad, service for two, $3.58. To make a bargain, make a date. Wonderful!
It's fate.
Now she's thinking, what female kind of chap could I spring? And he's thinking,
I might as well forget the whole thing.
now she's thinking, suppose I take his arm. And he's thinking,
Well, really, what's the harm?
and she says, hungry? And he says,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day.
Damn it! You've been complaining to your mother again. She wants you promoted.
Well, why not? Other people are being promoted.
Well, I told your Aunt Gertrude.
Good evening, Mr. Biggley.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Uncle Jasper.
I told you to never call me that around here.
I'm sorry, JB.
Now, haven't you got something to do?
I was just gonna get my coat and go home.
Good. How do you like your new job, Miss LaRue?
It's a big, fat nothing.
Sweetheart, don't talk that way around
I
here.
thought you were going to help me become a big businesswoman like Helena Rubinstein or Betty Crocker. So what happens? I'm stuck in the goddamn stenographic pool with no one to fish me the hell out.
But, Angel, these things take time. Yes, Miss LaRue, in a large operation like worldwide, because there are many multiple facets which are very important to the scheme of things. Hetty, I promise
I
you.
do a wonderful job. Head cigarette girl at the Copa.
But the surroundings, you said you hated all those men staring at you, making advances.
No different around here in big business. At least at the Copa when I got pinched, I got tipped. Around here, a girl can't bend down and pick up a pencil with confidence.
You mean someone's been bothering you? Who? Just let me know who. Yes, Miss, in a large operation like worldwide fastest, there are many multiple wickets which... Who pinched you?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Look, you did not keep your part of my bargain.
Sweetheart, I meant every word. Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll meet you at your place in a few minutes and we can maybe talk.
No.
But Angel! Yes, Miss, in a large operation like worldwide wickets, there are many multifaceted which are very important. Why don't you go home?
I'm waiting for the elevator.
Why don't you walk down?
It's 30 floors.
Why don't you jump?
Very attractive girl, Miss LaRue.
Huh? She just seemed to be a rather shy person. I was just trying to make her feel at home.
Yes. Well, you go ahead, JB. I'm meeting Mother for dinner. She loves dinner with me. I tell her everything that happens all day at the office. Now he's thinking.
The kid could really put me through hell.
And she's thinking.
The kid could even name the hotel.
Now he's thinking,
I wonder if he dare.
and she's thinking.
There's blackmail in the air.
Then he says,
It's a hold up.
and she says,
Down?
Okay, wait a minute. You're promoted.
well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day.
Ha!
Okay, Jackie, that's it.
Yep, all spick and span. I bet Slob will come in and mess it all up.
Nah, not on a Saturday morning. Now to the big shots now.
Good morning.
Gee, is it morning already, sir?
Good God, man. Have you been working all night?
Well, I came here to finish up a few things, but I won't be here much longer.
By George, forgive me. Your name slips my mind.
Finch, sir. Finch.
Oh, yes. I've heard some good things about you from my scouts.
Thank you, mister.
Finch, it's great to see a man in there carrying the ball like you. You know, you make me feel a bit guilty. I just dropped in to pick up my clubs. I have to play around today with old Wally Womper. He's chairman of the board, you know.
I suppose one has to do that sort of thing once in a while.
Well, don't push yourself too hard, Finch. There are limits, you know.
Don't worry about me, sir.
I'll just get my clubs. What's that you're humming?
Oh, I wasn't humming anything, sir.
You were humming the old Ivy Fight song.
I guess it was...
Did you go there? Were you a groundhog?
Well, sir,
Say it, boy. Come out with it. I know a lot of other guys have an inferiority complex because they didn't go to Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed of old Ivy, are you?
No, sir, not a bit.
That's the groundhog spirit. I should have known you were old Ivy. What year? Finch, what year did you graduate?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was thinking about the big game. We're playing the Chipmunks.
Oh, yes. I hope those damn chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
Oh, well, sir, with Charnowski on our team, I think we're going to do amazing.
Yes, with Charnowski back in there, the team's morale should really pick up. He's the dirtiest player we've got, you know.
Well, sir, we might not be able to make it to the game, but we'll be rooting for them, right?
Right. Groundhog.
Groundhog?
Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Grand old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Hurrip, 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 the chipmunk of the field.
When you fall on the ball,
and you're down there at the bottom of the heap.
Down at the bottom of the heap,
where the mud is oh so very, very deep.
Down in the cruddy muddy deep.
Don't forget, boy, that's why they call us. They call us Groundhog. 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 Groundhog.
Stand firm and strong.
The chipmunks stand, old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, God God bless you, and never yield. Hurrip, 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 the chipmunk of the field.
Oh, I enjoyed that, sir.
So did I, boy. Well, I'll just go get my clubs. Rip, 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 the chipmunk, rip, 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 the chipmunk. Oh, well, what's that you're doing?
Well, I'm knitting, sir.
You knit too?
Yes,
Oh, well, I'll be damned.
I say that it helps me think clearly.
Oh, I like the way you think, Finch.
Think, Finch.
Ah, yes, think, Finch. Oh, well, what's that going to be?
A birdcage cover.
A birdcage cover? I've never made one of those. Oh, I made the covers for those golf clubs. You see? Popcorn Stitch.
Oh, that's beautiful, sir.
I never know you knitted.
Well, you know, sir, I feel sorry for those men who don't knit. They lead empty lives.
You know what, Finch? I like the way you think.
Well, thank you, sir.
Tell me, what are you headed for around here? Bright fellow like you must have it all planned out.
Well, sir, if I'm ever fortunate enough to get into a position where I'm able to choose, it would have to be something solid, down to earth, real. The advertising department.
Oh, advertising? I wouldn't want that for an old schoolmate of mine. It's too tough, too insecure. Why, this place has had 15 new advertising managers in the past year alone. The poor devils disappear about a rate of 1 a month.
Why is that?
I fire them.
But what if a man has good ideas? Maybe he could swing it.
Ideas. I keep hiring men who are supposed to have brilliant ideas, and not one of them will do what I tell them. No, son, you stick to where you are. Damn good department. By the way, where are you again?
Plans and systems with Mr. Gatch.
Oh, good man, Gatch. Knows what he's doing. You stick with him, and I'll keep my eye on you.
Well, sir, I have to get back to work. Gotta get this done before midnight.
Midnight. That's the groundhog spirit. Groundhog!
Groundhog!
Stand, old ivy, stand firm and strong. Hurrip, 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 the chipmunk of the field.
Beautiful. What was that? A college song. What college? I'd say Vassar.
Hello? Brett, JB, say, what are we running around here, a sweatshop? We're working that boy too hard. Who? Finch. F-I-N-C-H. Finch. The poor devil's worked here all weekend. I ought to know. I was there with him, side by side. Well, first of all, the lad needs help. I want him to have an office of his own. Deserves the best you have available. Oh, but nothing too fancy. Don't want him getting any ideas.
Hello, Ponty.
Oh, hello, Rosemary. How do you like my new office?
Your first office. It's beautiful.
Well, I wanted my name on the door, but I didn't ask because there's no door.
It's beautiful. I can only stay a minute. I just wanted to say that, I had a really good time the other night.
As did I. Unfortunately, me being myself, I talked the whole night.
I liked it. But just one thing, Ponty, about what happened later. When we said goodnight. It was our first date, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me. But, well, I guess it's natural for a fellow to try to get a little fresh with a girl and make a pass at her. But you didn't do anything.
Well, I had to get up early. Sir? Miss?
I'm Miss LaRue, honey.
What can I do for you, Miss LaRue?
A secretary was ordered to be assigned to you. I'm your assignation.
You didn't tell me you were getting a secretary.
I just found out myself.
Well, happy dictation, Ponty.
Bye.
Miss LaRue, please have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, Miss LaRue...
call me Hetty.
Well, I think in a business relationship...
You're cute.
Excuse me one moment.
Choosing a secretary can be fraught with peril. Take a good look at the young lady who has been assigned to you. If she is so attractive that you feel things are too good to be true, be very careful. It may be that one of the big men in the company is interested in her career. There's a simple test for this. Check on her secretarial skill. The smaller her abilities, the more important her benefactor.
Now, Miss LaRue, let's try some dictation.
Oh, shoot.
This is to Mr. Gatch. Dear Mr. Gatch, pursuant to our discussion...
Wait a minute. Are you trying to catch a train or something?
What are you taking this down in?
Oh, longhand. It's safer. I make up for it when I type.
Oh, you type fast.
Like a jackrabbit. 12 words a minute.
Now, I must ask, Miss LaRue, what was your first position before this?
Oh, I was in the tobacco business. But then Mr. Biggley.
Mr. Biggley.
He got me interested in wickets. So I matriculated myself into business school, and well, here I am.
Yes, here you are. Now, Miss Hetty, please let that letter wait for a moment. I want you to take a letter to my boss. It's to Mr. Gatch.
Mr. Gatch?
Yes. I want you to take this to him personally. Hetty, make sure it's personally.
Okay, Charlie.
Mr. Gatch's office. One moment, please. Mr. Gatch, Mr. Finch's secretary wants to speak with you. Personally.
Have her come in.
Mr. Gatch?
Yes.
I'm Mr. Finch's secretary. He told me to give you this.
Say, what are you doing tonight?
Well, I have a date with a gentleman friend.
Oh, come on. You're in the big time now. Don't fool around with small fry.
Hello. Mr. Finch's office. One moment, please. It's for you. Personnel.
Hello. Yes, this is Mr. Finch. Yes, I'm in charge of plans and systems now. Mr. Gatch? He's been transferred to one of our out-of-town offices. Venezuela.
Jenkins, I was going to call you. We're getting a new vice president in charge of advertising.
Another one? Who is it this time?
Some fellow by the name of, Ovington. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington. Anyways, we're giving him a reception tonight.
Oh, on the executive club. On the roof.
I wonder how long this guy will last.
I don't know, but we're giving him the full treatment. Invite your secretary. We're having some of the executive secretaries act as hostesses.
Okay, Brad.
Rosemary, I had lunch without you. Where have you been?
Smitty, I've been made secretary to the new advertising manager.
Oh, good. What's he like?
Oh, no, I don't care about him. But this means I'm invited to the reception this evening, and Ponty will be there. Smitty, I've been dreaming of a chance like this. Ponty's never seen me all dressed up. You know, glamorous. Do you know what this is?
Your lunch?
Smitty, this is the answer to how to succeed with Finch. A new dress. It's just beautiful. I hope it works.
Good luck, Rosemary.
Thank you, Smitty.
You know, I think maybe I'll get a new dress for tonight, too.
Good luck, Smitty. I hope you're very popular at the party.
Maybe I will be at that. I'm thinking of starting a secret rumor that I'm a nymphomaniac.
I slipped out this afternoon and bought some love insurance. A most exclusive dress from Gay Paris. It's sleek and chic and magnifique with sex beyond endurance. It's me, it's absolutely me. And why one guy? This irresistible Paris original I'm wearing tonight. I'm wearing tonight, especially for him. This irresistible Paris original, all paid for and mine. I must look divine, especially for him. And suddenly he will see me, and suddenly he'll go dreamy, and blame it all on his own masculine whim, never knowing that this irresistible Paris original, so temptingly tight, I'm wearing tonight, especially for him, for him, for him. This irresistible Paris original I'm wearing tonight. She's wearing tonight, and I could spend some irresponsible dress manufacturer just didn't play fair. I'm one of a pair, and I could, oh no, this irresistible Paris original, oh, slinking with sin, already sunk in, and I could die, and I could kill her. This irresistible Paris original, say sexiness per, God damn it, voila, and I could, nice dress, you two.
Girls,
39 because I hand out for something to make me stand out, and suddenly I've gone into mimeograph. Some laugh. This irresistible Paris original. This
Hetty, will you have a drink?
Oh, I don't touch anything alcoholic before 5 p.m.
It's 10 after 5.
Which way's the booze?
Right over here.
I'll have a double martini.
Here he is, boys and girls. As you know, our advertising department has been in some trouble for some time now. But I now think we have a man who can put worldwide wickets back on top. Everybody, Mr. Daniel Benjamin Birding Ovington.
Thanks, boys and girls. I just want to say that I'm proud to be joining the worldwide Wicket family. I don't know very much about wickets, but I do know about advertisement. My theory of advertisement can be summed up in one sentence. Shove it down their throat with a soft sell.
Good sound thinking.
And I'd like to say...
Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington. What the hell kind of a name is that?
I'd like to say...
Say, bud.
You call this a double martini? There's only one olive in it.
I'd like to say...
But Miss LaRue doesn't seem to be feeling well.
I feel fine.
You feel terrible.
Hey, Finchy, let's dance.
I'd like to say...
Everybody dance!
Furthermore, I'd like to say...
Come on, Hetty. Come on, Hetty. JB wants me to take you.
Oh, Bud, you must have heard the rumor.
There you are.
That elevator made me dizzy.
Come on, Hetty.
No, what I need is a shower.
JB wants me to take you home.
No, I need a shower. I'll go to JB's office. He has a private shower. I'll go take a shower, and I'll come back to the party.
Okay, Hetty. Have a nice shower.
Thanks, Bud. You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finch, but you're cute.
Not as cute as Finch. Going up to the party, Pete?
Yeah?
Will you tell Finch I want to see him down here? Tell him it's important.
Okay.
A little sexy Hetty is in there taking a shower, and I've got a little something up my sleeve. Olé! That's going to put little old Finch right out on his... Oh, hello, Finch.
Oh, hi, Bud. You wanted me?
Yes. JB wanted you to go to his office. He'll meet you there.
But he didn't say anything when he was at the party.
I guess he didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. You know how it goes around here with advertising managers.
Do you think he's considering...
I don't know anything. I only know that I was supposed to tell you to go to his office.
Well, I've never seen his office anyway, so... Thanks, Bud.
You're welcome. Now to get my uncle. Goodbye, Finchy. Hello, Uncle Jasper. Olé!
Oh, man. Someday.
Guess who?
Mr. Biggley?
No, it's me.
I was told I was supposed to meet Mr. Biggley up here.
Mr. Biggley, he's not coming. Somebody gave you a bump steer.
I should have known it was a rib. Well, I better get
What's
back.
your hurry? It's
sh-
more fun down here.
I think I'd better
You're
get to
anxious to get back to the Rosemary, huh? Are you stuck on her?
Well, me and Rosemary are just good friends.
That's very sensible. An up-and-coming chap like you shouldn't be tied down. I've been watching you, Buster. You're going places.
Venezuela! Look, Hetty.
JB died if he found you and me kissing.
Frankly, I'd rather...
Come on, let's try.
Okay, but...
If you don't, I'll tell JB you did.
Just once.
Rosemary.
Huh?
Rosemary.
Rosemary?
The kiss.
Not that kiss.
Rosemary.
It's highly insulting to think you're two broads in the middle of one kiss.
I'm sorry, Hetty, but something wonderful has happened. I can't explain.
Finch, you're in love.
That's right! Finch is in love! I must have been in love ever since she took my particulars.
And you found this out by kissing me?
Yes, Hetty.
I don't know my own strength.
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. Rosemary. Rosemary was the melody locked inside me till at last out it came. Rosemary. Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. Oh, what a crescendo! Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary. Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
Ponty, I heard Buckram talking at the party. Where is she?
Rosemary, something wonderful has happened.
What are you talking about?
Can't you hear it? Can't you hear it?
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
I can't hear a thing.
Rosemary.
It's all around me. It's like a beautiful pink sky. I just...
Now listen to me, J. Pierpont Finch. Have you lost your mind?
Rosemary, darling, will you marry J. Pierpont Finch?
Now I hear it. I hear it. Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. J. Pierpont.
Rosemary. Just imagine if we kissed. Oh, what a crescendo! Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary. Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
Rosemary, I've been so caught up with work and everything that it's as if I'm seeing you for the very first time.
And it's as if I'm seeing you for the first time. And you have on two different kinds of lipstick. Mine and hers.
Oh, Rosemary, this is very easily explained. You don't understand.
Yes, I do. Well, don't let me keep you. Go on, go back to making love to her. Kiss her again. Take her home for the weekend. I don't care.
What do I do?
Let's do what she said.
Uh-oh. You, get back in there.
What? I have nothing to hide.
Yes, you have, and keep it hidden. You snake. Kiss me.
Oh! I'm sorry, I thought.
It's my fault, Mr. Biggley. I insisted Mr. Finch show me your office.
I see. Actually, well, I just came in here to wash up.
Excuse me.
Finch, I owe you an apology.
For what?
Never mind. However, I still do not approve of what you were doing when I got in here. I do not care for relationships between executives and their secretaries.
But Rosemary's not my secretary.
Oh, yes, good point.
We figured you might have been in here. We've been waiting for you.
Yes?
I haven't finished my speech yet.
Oh, you've made a fine speech.
Oh, Mr. Ovington, I didn't get to tell you at the party. I'm very interested in advertising. I've read a lot about your stuff in Fortune magazine. I really love it.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Biggley, did you hear that old Mr. Ovington here was a halfback in college?
Is that so? What did you play, Ovington?
The greatest little college in the world, Northern State.
Oh, chipmunk!
I sure am a chipmunk. Did you see the way we murdered those groundhogs last Saturday?
Ovington, I am not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges, Trojans, Gophers, Badgers, Bulldogs, but never a chipmunk. Your resignation is accepted. Finch, it's a good thing you're on the ball when it comes to advertising. Yes, what do you want, Ovington?
You can go now.
Rip, 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 the chipmunk of the field.
Chipmunk raw, chip, chipmunk!
That was a narrow squeak.
It was a big shock to me, sir.
Like I was saying, Finch, it's a good thing you're on the ball when it comes to advertising.
Say, JB, what are we going to do for the new vice president in charge of advertising?
You know what, Finch? It might be fate that you happen to be here at this very moment. You've always wanted this lousy job. Do you think you can handle it?
Well, I don't know, sir.
If there's one thing I admire in a man, it's humility. Finch, I'm making you vice president in full charge of the advertising department.
Mr. Biggley, I don't mean to question your decisions. I mean, Finch is a very bright young fellow, but rather inexperienced and...
I like him.
Me? A vice president?
Yes, Finch, vice president of advertising.
This is such a great honor. I don't know what to say.
Finch, listen. If there's one thing I like in a man, it's humility. And I'm glad you're willing to take the job. Now, listen to me. Brad, is there anything coming up where Finch can show me what he's made of?
Yes, in fact, Mr. Biggley, the day after tomorrow is the plan of boards meeting. Maybe Finch can give us some of his ideas then.
Well, sir, I'd be glad to.
Come on, Finch.
But I couldn't tell you anything
Spit
this
it out.
moment. I haven't had time
Put
to...
up or shut up, son.
Well, sir, I would love to give you a clear-cut campaign.
You know what? Fine. Finch, you've got 48 hours to give me an advertising presentation. Better get going, Finch. You're now vice president in full charge of advertising, and up to now, I'm pretty dissatisfied with your work.
That doesn't matter. I'm Vice President Finch. Hello, stationery shop downstairs? Yes. Remember those cards I was talking to you about last week? Get them printed right away. Now let's see what happens. Come on out, ladies.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Rosemary, I've got wonderful news. Mr. Finch has promoted me to vice president.
Congratulations! Can I be a secretary?
Oh, Rosemary's going to be my secretary.
I'll go back to the steno pool. Guess I'll wait for that until after he's married.
I'm really going to be your secretary?
Yes, Rosemary. You were Mr. Ovington's secretary, and now I'm taking over his whole department.
And what makes you think I want to be your secretary? I'd rather die.
Rosemary, you must. This is a very big job. There's so much to do, and I need you, Rosemary. I truly do.
Really? Well, in that case, all right. I'll be your secretary.
Wonderful. Let's get to work.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yeah. Hello, operator? Yes, get me the man who paints names on office doors.
Finch, aren't you going to kiss me?
Oh, kiss you? I can't. You're my secretary. Now, wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter?
Wait a minute, Rosemary? Hello, name painter?
Yes, this is Mr. Finch. I would like my name on my door in gold leaf. Yes, J. Pierpont Finch. J. Pierpont.
Suddenly there is music.
Yes, the usual spelling. All capitals. J. Pierpont.
Rosemary.
Vice President in charge of advertising.
There must be a way to stop him. There must be.
Finch.
All of my lifetime program will be more of the same.
J. Pierpont. J. Pierpont.
Remember me, Rosemary.
I can't stand it.
Whatever happened to Rosemary?
Boy, when you see it on your own door. There is wonderful music in the very sound. I will return. I will return.